MVP, who I know you worked with him in Puerto Rico in the early days. You told him to stop doing so much of that damn wrestling and start doing personality.
I did. I did. He went out there. I'm watching the match, and the people just sitting there. People sitting there like this, like, ooh, doo, doo, doo. And nothing wrong with what he was doing. They just weren't responding to it. See, if you're going to get their attention, you got to go do something. Act extravagant, act crazy, act this, but just get them off their butts. Get them up. That's what I'm talking about. The temperature in the room. If you just go out there and wrestle and the people are not responding, what's the first thing you're going to think? Damn, I got to do something. I got to see if I can get some kind of interest. And you may not have but 200 people. So if you only got 200 people, just go out there and slap every one of them. then you have a personal experience with each one of them. They all hate you, but you got to get them up.
Right. So with MVP, well, Bobby Lashley speculated he's going. MVP is now looking to be shown the WWE door as well, and he wasn't really used for quite a while anyway. But apparently he never intended to be rehired anyway, so this is from his Instagram. I came back so my baby boy could see daddy in a WWE ring. The Royal Rumble, that's all I wanted. A one-off. I was ready to retire. Then I received an offer to become a producer. Agent, the old lingo. The pandemic hit. I became a producer and a commentator for Main Event. Next, they asked me to put the boots on and help out with TV during the PC era. One episode of Raw, MVP was in 9 segments. Paul Heyman agreed to put me and Roberto together. I signed a full-time talent contract, and then we made history. What a ride. So if nothing else, incredibly grateful. But here's the thing. Bobby Lashley's going, MVP's going, Shelton Benjamin is already a free agent. So MVP, supposedly, has tried to trademark the Hurt Business and wants to take the act to AEW, according to Dave Meltzer. Here's the quote. I know there is talk of them trying to get into AEW. It's one of those things where technically nobody can talk to them because I don't believe either's contract has expired, but their contracts are going to expire and they're at this point as things stand right now. WWE is under the assumption that they're gone and that they are going to try and revamp the Hurt Business. What do you think of that?
The Hurt Business belongs to WWE. That's where it was patented, copyrighted. So he can probably take the Hurt Business to AEW. He just can't call it the Hurt Business.
Why don't you call it the Hurt Locker? Because I kept calling him the Hurt Locker.
He could probably do that. But anything that resembles, you still might have a legal fight over it. And I'm sure that I don't think Tony Khan wants to deal with any legalities now. But hey, if he takes them over, still the Hurt Business, just under another name. And I think everybody understands that, they can't have the same name they had in WWE. So that's where the heat on Bobby. What was his name?
MVP.
That's where the heat came, because he was going to try to take the group that was created in WWE to AEW.
Well, I don't know if he's got heat for it. I think he's just trying his luck with the trademarking, if nothing else. But here's the thing I want to bring to you. Bobby Lashley's 48. Shelton Benjamin is 49, and MVP in a couple of months is turning 51. So you've got a group of 3 guys with a collective age of 150 there. Mm-hmm. I mean, if AEW does pick them up, I know they keep picking up WWE waifs and strays, but they're pretty old.
What AEW is doing, if they pick them up, is doing WWE a favor. And doing the guys a favor. They're giving them a job. And Tony Khan would pay them well, I guess. But I don't know if okay, you got to be in the position of a creative person. Say Tony Khan is booking it. I don't know what he's going to do with those guys. I don't know anybody off the top of my head right now who's turning the needle in AEW. Yes or no?
No, no one major. So the last AEW Dynamite rating I saw was up, and it was the MJF Will Ospreay main event that went an hour that you watched the last 20 minutes of, and so did I. And that bumped up the viewership about 100,000. So they actually promoted this match in advance, only a few days or a week or whatever, but they actually promoted this match in advance. And here's the other thing, is what I'm trying to get at, is AEW is meant to be the alternative to WWE, and generally an alternative to WCW was its own deal, I suppose, TNA. But AEW is trying to appeal and be like the cool alternative. But they keep picking up AEW guys who are in their 50s, WWE guys who are in their 50s now. Like Edge was a very recent example.
Everybody knows that except Tony Khan. I look at it and he has some good talent there. He needs to take the talent. And if you just load up with, you look like a retirement home for old WWE wrestlers. That's
Edge,
what you look like.
Jeff Jarrett, Dustin Rhodes. They've got a lot of active guys in their 50s there, or in their mid 40s at least. And I'm trying not to be ageist here, but if you're trying to be a young hip alternative,
you're very, very ageist.
Yes, I am in this one. But I mean, you really want to be promoting guys in their 20s and up to mid 30s, I guess.
Well, you want them to have potential to be used past. I mean, for a long run. Here, Edge, he had retired. I mean, not Edge. Yeah, he had retired, right? In WWE, and all of a sudden he pops up in AEW. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't really retire. I just moved over to another company. So I don't know. I guess he has those hardcore fans, but I don't think he has them in such a number that they're going to make a difference.
No, but at least they got rid of Ric Flair, which will drop the median age about 20 or 30 years.
Hey, I'm going to call him up and tell him you said that.
Okay.